to Jacoby Rising. Today we're going to talk about, should Dead Space get a remaster for the Dead Space Trilogy? Do we want to see Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 come to the next generation consoles, as well as a re-release for PC? And do we want a remaster of the trilogy? Because I think that's been a topic that a lot of Dead Space fans have been talking about as of late. You know, Dead Space 4 is coming whenever. Until we get a fourth installment, why not re-release the original trilogy? Because I'm sure a lot of people would love to see that come to fruition. I'm going to explain what the difference between a port and a remaster is, because I think a lot of people get them confused. So a port would be if we took Dead Space 1 and put it on backwards compatibility like the Xbox One did this April. They're just taking the game from one console and dragging it to another console, and that's all they're doing. Benefits of porting the Dead Space trilogy to next gen would be less resources, less development time, less money put into this project. This gives developers less time to focus on the trilogy and more time to focus on Dead Space 4. You're not splitting the team, and that could be counterproductive in the future. Porting could also lead to better frame rates, which creates better game stability, better lighting, slightly better graphics on more powerful hardware. And when I say slightly, I mean barely noticeable, because it's still a game that was compressed on old hardware, so you probably wouldn't see much of a difference. It could also lead to revival of a game like Dead Space 2. Not many people play the multiplayer anymore, so if this were to be ported to a new console, that could revive something that was lost from the original game. Now here's my other argument. We know that Dead Space 4 is not in development. We know that nothing is really happening, or if it is in development, no one's talking about it. Not even Gunnar Wright, the voice actor for Isaac Clarke, the main character in the series, knows anything about Dead Space 4.
I haven't talked to anybody from that aspect on anything moving forward with a 4.
So if Dead Space 4 is not in development, and if nothing's happening on that project right now, then a remaster could be possible. A game I like to look at as a perfect example is Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I'll exclude Halo 2 Anniversary because that game's buggy, but Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary is, in my opinion, a perfect example of what a remaster game should be. This is not like God of War 3 on PS4, which is just a port. It's not like Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 on Xbox 360 or PS3. That's just a port. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary has a second graphics engine layered on top of the original game, and the remaster is just better graphics. That's what a remaster is. Now, bringing back Halo 2 Anniversary, they could remake all cinematics like Blur Studios did with Halo 2 and make it super CGI awesome. They could do what Halo 2 Anniversary did, which was include new features into the game, but I can't think of what they would add to Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 3 besides multiplayer. But at that point, they're just making a new game, which again takes away resources from Dead Space 4. And adding multiplayer to Dead Space 1 and 3 is pretty big of a change, which means it's no longer a remaster. You're not remastering what's already there. You're adding on, which is not a remaster. At this point, you would be remaking the game, which is a completely different subject. Now, here are the pros of a remaster. The biggest thing would be updated graphics, possible 4K support or upscaling for PS4 Pro or Xbox Scorpio, better sound, maybe 1080p 60 frames per second, and that's pretty much it. I think it's been pretty well known that I'm a big fan of the Halo remasters so far, minus the bugs in Halo 2 Anniversary, but I like that type of direction for remastering a game, or what Gears of War did for Ultimate Edition. I would love to see a Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 with updated graphics and 4K support. That would be awesome. Is that a lot to ask? Absolutely, that's a lot to ask. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? You won't know till you ask. And I know developers could just port the game over to next gen like they did with Dead Space 1 for the Xbox One. I know that's probably the easiest route, and if we ever get a trilogy re-release, it will probably be that. But if they want to go the extra mile and do a graphical upgrade, that would be badass. This has been something Dead Space fans have been asking for a long time, and until Dead Space 4 is officially confirmed, I believe this could be the least EA could do for the fans of Dead Space. Let's do a poll. If you guys want to see a port or a remaster of the Dead Space trilogy for Xbox One, PC, PS4, thumbs up this video. If you do not want to see a port or a remaster, thumbs down the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. My name is James of JKP Rising. For all your definitive Dead Space content, subscribe to JKP Rising. If you guys want to see my interview with Gunnar Wright, you can click here. If you want to see Gunnar Wright only talk about Dead Space 4, you can click here. Without further ado, I will see you all very soon. Have a great day, stay positive, peace out.